What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I hope you guys are doing well. It is time for an update video, and I know many of you have been waiting for this update video. I guess those who watch the channel um, have been waiting for this update video because I did say I was going to do an update video. I just never got a chance to get around to doing the update video because I've been completely busy. My sleep schedule has been horrendous, and there's a lot of other things going on that I would love to feel comfortable talking about, but can't right now, so bear with me. Now, for many of you who want a quick synopsis, this is what all of today's video is going to be. It's going to be nothing but me talking about a lot of the things that are currently going on with with the channel. I'm going to just basically put a whole bunch of it together and basically just run off of my fumes till I feel like it's qualified enough for things to be running through. So first thing foremost, let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and get all of that together. No, actually, we're gonna wait for Yu-Gi-Oh for me because there's some things I want to address about in the comments section. I put the comments onto review before posting, primarily because I get a lot of really out of hand and out of pocket comments in my comment sections. One in particular came earlier today where someone was annoyed about my voice because it ruined the video and the vibe for them. Well, first off, welcome to my channel. This is my voice. It's not fabricated, it's not alterated. This is 100% me. Now, if you want a Yu-Gi-Oh content creator that does do robotic or more AI generated voices, then I suggest you find them. But this is not that channel does it. I don't support AI. I don't support artificial intelligence being used to do the work that a content creator should be doing. I will This will be my first and my last time addressing it because I think it's really fucking disrespectful for someone to then come to someone else's channel, say they were watching the video, and then say, oh, I don't like your voice, so I don't want to watch the rest of the video. I think it's very disrespectful to do that. No matter how much of a brain cell you think you have, you did not use that 1 to 2 brain cells you've had left before whatever dysfunctional thing you did. So I'm sure the person who posted it watches it, or it could have been another bot, but it's got to stop. It really has. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Just dislike the video like most other people do and keep going. That's it, that's all. I don't have time for it. And other content creators would not stand for it either. They actually would just flat out block you and not even have to, respond the way I am. So I'm even giving you the grace of whatever 5 to 10 minutes you thought you were having. Outside of that, really, I have other things to talk about in this video, which we're going to talk about now. So, I did order a plethora of cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right, we're going to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. I did order a bunch of cards, and I have another wave of cards that I still need to order. Those cards are going to be focusing on the rest of the Shadal cards that I do not have that are coming from Battles of Legends Glorious Gallery, because I am missing El Shadal Marsh, I am missing Void Unleashed, and I'm missing Lavesh Shadal Fusion, which looks like it's going to cost me about $45. I will have to get them from New York and have them sent here because according to TCG Player, that's probably where the cheapest of cards are coming from. And because there isn't no bullshit taxes until I have to press the payment part of it and pay out all the payments and bullshit taxes, it probably is better to get it from the East Coast and have it sent to me to the West Coast. The only problem is I have to be very cautious about my order because I don't want my shit to be lost in the mail like it was last time. And don't worry, all my mailing orders have properly been executed to have my proper address on it. Unlike last year when I ordered all my stuff and it took me about a couple of refunds and then for stuff to be rerouted in order for me to get it. So you can imagine the frustration I had about last year, but hopefully the cards I am ordering are coming this time, and they have given me trackers so I can get it. I think until TCG Player. TCG Player doesn't really give you trackers. It depends on if the seller wants to put the trackers on it, because I know Ideal gives trackers. I know some, if you pay a certain amount of money, they will give you a tracker and do free shipping. So it really just depends on who you're buying the cards from. So hopefully I get them, but most of them are here in California, so it will be easier for me to get those cards. It's just some of them are in SoCal, and I don't live in SoCal. I live in NorCal, so a lot of them are going to have to go through the mail to get to me as soon as possible, which is perfectly fine. Outside of that, most of my other cards are Rush Duel cards, and guess where they're coming from? That's right, they're coming from the land of the rising sun, which means they're going to probably take a little longer to come to me, and I will have to deal with that situation because paying for the international taxes for most of those cards really is what blew my wallet, because I could afford 3 sets of Hysteric Eyes now, because they're about $8 to $9. But I would also have to pay for international shipping and pay for the international taxes, which becomes an issue there, because this is why a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players hate having to do it and getting it through sellers, is because of all the current legal situations going on and how it's still affecting us despite the fact people don't want to admit it. So I am one to admit it that yes, the reason why a lot of cards are not included in to a lot of my deck profiles but do get mentions is because I have to pay a shit ton of taxes for most of those cards to be sent to me. So that is particularly why certain cards are not there. But be happy that I at least make these deck profiles. So there is a potential deck profile for Shadal coming. It's just that it won't be updated until further notice, and it most likely looks like it won't be till August. The other thing to note too is that yes, the Fire King structure deck, the Fire King's deck profile will be updated because it will have the Econex coming because she is in the mail with a couple of other cards to come in the mail as well. But I am still confused about the Snake Eye stuff, and I just remember too there are a couple of other Snake Eye cards that I still need, as well as Simple Spoil cards. But I think one of them is banned. The other one is real cheap because it came out in a rarity collection. And then I found out a couple other cards that were in the rarity collection were available. So I may or may not get them. And then I was also trying to get some older cards for like retro decks and stuff. Those are still expensive as fuck, so I'm not going to bother with them at all either. Because there are a couple of other cards that I do want to get, but I am not going to get them because they are just a hot ass mess right now to obtain. So I think it would just be best to go ahead and let them stay where they are and just pick up what I need to pick up. So outside of that, really, I don't think there's any major decks that I will be focusing on anytime soon. But there are some coming up, so stay tuned for those. What are those? I won't tell you. The only ones I will tell you of is Shadal, Harpie, and Fire King. So, yeah. Then from there is not really anything big. I know there's a couple of things in Digimon going on right now, but that is not my big concern. I am trying to get some Puzzle and Dragons stuff up on the channel, but it doesn't seem like my main channel really cares too much about Puzzle and Dragons, so that might just end up on the second channel. Just because now, since I'm moving all that stuff over, if this channel just wants everyone to have me focus on Yu-Gi-Oh, then that's fine. I'll just move everything else over to the other channel, so then the other channel can have some more traction. But for the most part, I really just don't have the time and energy at points to when recording these, but I kind of do want to record a video because July is almost over, and I am almost done with most of the stuff for July anyway, because there's only a handful of things left that I have to post in terms of it, because I did finish my July quest dungeons for my main account. My second account, actually, by tomorrow or Sunday, is going to reach its 6,000 day mark. There are some things I want to talk about in terms of upcoming releases, because I really don't care about Conan or Case Closes collab. I'm more concerned about Madoka Magica because I'm more of a Madoka Magica fan than I am a Case Close fan. So I really wanted to talk about Madoka because I don't like what they did to Madoka. I understand why people are upset about the whole Madoka Magica situation. I don't blame them. I 100% agree with them in terms of that, especially with JP and how JP is handling a lot of things. And a lot of the JP content creators have actually been very vocal when it comes to what's been going on with Puzzles and Dragons. So I really cannot wait to talk about it in the Madoka Magica video as well. Outside of that, really, there are a couple of other things I wanted to talk about Puzzles and Dragons in terms of things pad related, which I cannot wait to talk about because I think a lot of people will also understand, especially from the NA server, because the NA server has not been happy with how Gung Ho has been handling pad, especially with how a lot of things have been operating. So that is another video that I would love to talk about as well. Outside of that, really, I think that's all in terms of pad in Digimon. And if there's any other things, I don't really have much of a wave of wanting to talk about them. I just having to wanted to note them in the video just in case. So yeah, there's gonna be pad stuff coming up, more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. There isn't gonna be much Digimon, if any, because there's just not a need to want to do really anything focusing on Digimon right now. Although I did have I did receive news about some more Digimon stuff, and I did watch a Mastermind video, Mastermind duel the other day from an event where they were playing Digimon. It was an updated. It was a person's variation of Mastermind um, that they were playing. It looked really cool. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, because I was like, oh, that looks nice, and it was like taking some of the stuff I think from the BT12, the EX12 stuff, the Land of Shambhala, and taking some of the cards from that. I think it was like the Tailmon and the Nyaramon, and using them in the deck, which was cool. Especially because I actually do think I actually did like that Salamon being added to it. I think that was really, really cool. And what that Salamon can do, as well as that Tailmon. But outside of that, really, I think that's primarily about it because there was really nothing else. I know a lot of people are asking about the Susanoo Omon. I'm not looking into that. That was not my nope. And what other things was it? Digimon really. I mean, I still don't have the Mirays. I still don't have the BT23. Um, was it the BT23 uh, Mastermons, which are supposed to be in this deck? I just don't have them. And then I think really at that point it's just the Mirai from EX6, so I still don't have her. And yeah, that's legitimately where it is. I just don't have those. If I'm being very honest with you guys and be very frank, I'm just not into Digimon anymore. That doesn't mean I'm into all the other card games that have been popping up left and right or available at my shop, because I have no interest in Gundam. I have no interest in playing One Piece, because why would I want to play either one of those? I really am just at a point where I'm like, okay, well, I kind of just have the things that I'm circulating my money on and just keep going from there. Outside of that, really, that is pretty much about it, because I have nothing else really to just add on to it. If there was anything I wanted to add on to it, trust and believe, I would have added it on, which, yeah, I would have. So, yeah, I think that's really much about it. I don't have any major big things to talk about. Um, Overall, I kind of am just wavering things out. Outside of that, I will return to work in about 3 weeks from now. Um, so that will be a thing coming up later. Outside of that, really, I am, um, just enjoying what is available for me to enjoy. I did get a new backpack. Actually, I got two backpacks. Um, and I need to just go pick up two pairs of shoes, which I did find some pairs of shoes. Hopefully, I get them before the school shopping rush. And there's also a couple other things I want to pick up before work as well. So I'll try to keep that in mind. But outside of that, really, I think I pretty much just informed you guys of everything else. If anything else does come up, I mean, I'll have the podcast to talk about a couple of things. There's a lot of things I want to talk about in the podcast for this week. Coming up, so definitely want to stay tuned to those. And as far as the video games go, I think everything is perfectly okay. I have been playing a lot of Tamagotchi Life. I've been playing. I need to get back to playing the Link to the Past. I need to just go back to the the Super Gaming Brothers videos and start watching their stuff again, so I can know exactly what the hell I'm doing. Because I tried to go back to Link to the Past and I got Link to the Past lost. So, that happened. And then, Pokemon wise, because I wanted to mention Pokemon for a minute. The latest Pokemon thing right now, ironically enough, is Magikarp Dragon Terratite for the 7-star raid that is going on right now. It is fucking easy, and excuse my language, it is fucking easy to play that event. I did not think it was going to be easy because apparently this Magikarp only knows Tackle, Splash, and Flatal, and it only uses Tackle and Splash. So I don't exactly know what the whole synopsis of this is, but apparently that's just what Pokemon Company wants to do. I don't have any interest in playing Legends ZA. I don't have any interest in really Pokemon Champions as far as it goes. I think there are a couple of Pokemon I probably missed by now in Pokemon Champions, and according to what recent news we just heard, Pokemon Champions, no, Pokemon Unite is not going to be included in the World Championship. So I am very much confused as to why that's happening, but apparently that's something I want to do a deep dive into for my podcast. So if you guys wanted to hear that, just wait till my podcast coming up, and I will address that conversation there as well, because oh my goodness, it was definitely a situation when it comes to that. So definitely, yeah, we will be addressing all of that in one video, because why not? Outside of that, really, I think that's about it. I will just leave it there because there's really not much other things to include. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because it helps the channel tremendously. I will keep you guys informed of everything that's going on, and if there's anything else changes, I'll let you guys know through the community tab. With that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. HPJ signing out. Bye.